than Circle C Cafe in Paola. Indulge in mouth-watering breakfast that'll jumpstart your day, or savor the hearty lunches with farm-fresh ingredients that'll make your taste buds dance. Circle C Cafe, where delicious food and friendly faces come together. Stop in and see them at 1305 Baptiste in Paola. Circle C Cafe, hometown flavors, hometown pride. Find them at facebook.com/Circle C Cafe.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Louisburg and USD 416. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Louisburg, call 913-837-5125 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
The following is a presentation of Paola Sports Live. It's time for Panther Sports. On your new home for Paola High School athletics, Paola Sports Live. Paola Sports Live is presented by Go Brawley. It just works. Learn more at gobrawley.com. Also by This is Paola Athletics. On your new home for the Panthers, Paola Sports Live.
Panther baseball from lovely Dean Evans Stadium here in Salina, Kansas, the host site for the Kansas State 4A tournament here. And man, it's a beautiful day in Salina, Kansas, and it certainly is as we go to our coverage of Panther baseball here on Paola Sports Live. And our coverage of Paola Sports Live is presented to you by Go Brawley Internet. Go Brawley is changing what is possible. Experience a new kind of internet with Go Brawley. For more information, call 913-837-4678 or visit gobrawley.com. Go Brawley Internet. It just works. Hi, everyone. Alongside my partners, Dennis Drennan and Dylan Funk, I'm Brendan Bolin. Happy to be joining you here for some state baseball. And we already sent one Frontier League team packing, Dylan. The Chieftains fell to the one-seeded Rock Creek Mustangs 5-3 here, but two Frontier League opponents who they've been very familiar with each other. They split the series whenever they did play each other. It was the final games of the regular season. These teams are going to match up again, this time for bragging rights here, as it's the rubber match.
Yeah, like the ultimate rubber matches of rubber matches, right? I think the only thing it could be better if it was actually for a state title, but it's just in the quarterfinals, and two teams that know each other very, very well. And Paola and Louisburg, obviously in-season rivals. They've played twice. Wildcats and Panthers split there, and this is going to be a whole lot of fun here. The 5-4 matchup. These are usually the kind of matchups in these tournaments that can provide the most drama, the most excitement, and we're going to see who's going to move on to take on the Mustangs of Rock Creek, who just eliminated Tonganoxie. But we're going to send it down. Let's get our PA, or send it to the PA. Let's get our starting lineups.
This activity is learning experiences and opportunities for personal growth for participants. This competition is being conducted according to the rules of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Officials and spectators can and are expected to assist in the promotion and achievement of good sportsmanship by taking personal responsibility for keeping this contest at a high level of fair, clean, wholesome competition. Good luck to both teams. Now let's meet the non-starters, starters, and coaching staff for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Panthers of Paola High School. Assistant coaches, David Kane. Assistant coach, Morgan Roth. Team managers, Kingsley Miney, Stella Koch, and Ellie Traxel. Non-starting players for Paola, number 8, Tristan Katzer. Number 9, Johnson Martell. Number 10, Jax Troutman. Number 15, Max Jones. Number 17, Carter Koch. And now the starting lineup for Paola. Leading off will be the center fielder, number 16, Xander Meinig. Batting second, the left fielder, number 13, Blake Koslow. Batting third, the pitcher, number 3, Mama Logan. In the cleanup spot, the first baseman, number 7, Jasper Logan. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 1, Chase Purley. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 4, J.D. Troutman. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 11, Roman Barnes. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 6, Reese Hauser. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 12, David Mercer. And coach for Paola is Tony Brummer. Now let's meet the home team on the scoreboard, the Wildcats of Louisburg High School. Assistant coaches, Jeff Losey and Joel McGee. Non-starting players, number 3, Jace Cows. Number 3, Ryan Carty. Catch number 8, Ryan Carty. Number 15, Aiden Spradling. Number 18, Christian Owens. Number 24, Evan Woolen. Number 25, Connor Heston. Number 32, Carter Willie. And the starting lineup for Louisburg, leading off the center fielder, number 1, Declan Battle. And second baseman, number 4, Luke Schultz. And third, the pitcher, number 12, Dana Napier. In the cleanup spot, first baseman, number 21, Jackson Howard. And fifth, the right fielder, number 29, Jack Anderson. Batting sixth, designated hitter, number 9, Nathaniel Lamb. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 7, Bristol Barber. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 11, Lee Rutherford. Batting ninth, second baseman, number 13, Brody McGreer. And now batting is the pitcher, number 2, Alex Sad. Head coach for Louisburg is Kate Larson.
So there we have it, the starting lineups for both teams, and it was a big question going into this game. Dylan, will they throw in Jasper Logan or will they throw in Hunter Lothan? And it appears they will throw in Hunter Lothan.
Yeah, right now, it's kind of what you have to do in these kind of games for Hunter coming in. It looks like he's had a great season, 4-1, a 3.48 ERA. That's the best on the team, and that's what you need for the Panthers coming in this kind of single game elimination type style. And it also looks like Alex Saad also going out for the Wildcats. He had a great performance in the regional tournament, really helping the Wildcats get a lot of momentum building up for them as they powered through. First time here in the state tournament for these Wildcats since 2000, I believe 2009 was the very last trip here for the Louisburg Wildcats.
It would have been 2004. It's the first time in, actually it was 2009, yes, it's the first time in 15 years that this Louisburg Wildcats team has made it to the state tournaments. They were able to edge their way into this one, and none other than Alex Sad will be the one getting it done here, and he was recently nominated as the Louisburg Sports Zone Athlete of the Week. Only allowed 2 hits and 8 strikeouts in that regional game, and then on the season he's had 40 strikeouts and he's won 7 games. He comes in with a record of 7-1 and with a 3.84 ERA and 38.1 innings pitched. And those 40 strikeouts are the team lead. And this is start number 9 for him, and he's pitched in 10 games today. And he'll face up against Xander Meinig, Blake Koslow, and Hunter Lothan, the pitcher. And if anyone gets on, it'll be Jasper Logan, and we are set for our first pitch. And our first pitch is presented to you by Miami Lumber, servicing Miami County since 1983. Located at 1014 North Pearl Street in Paola. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 to 3. Miami Lumber, your homegrown home improvement store. Like us on Facebook. It's the speedster X-Man, Xander Meinig, Alex Saad, the pitcher on the mound for Louisburg. It's the rubber match. Win, and you're in to the Final Four. The loser goes home packing. Which one will it be?
You know, one thing for sure, a Frontier League's going on, you know, represent in the Final Four. First quick strike from Sad there. I mean, you mentioned earlier the ultimate rubber match between these two teams, ultimate bragging rights on the line. You cannot ask for anything more in a state quarterfinal matchup.
The 0-1 to Meinig. That falls just outside. Count even at 1-1 now to the speedster Xander Meinig, who in 74 at-bats, a .257 average, leads the team in stolen bases with 16 on the year. That one, Powell hit him just inside. It's back in his favor, 2-1. And Dennis, what are some of the keys for both of these teams heading into this rubber match here in this Frontier League matchup?
Well, I don't think either team can afford a slow start like we've seen in the past. You've got to be able to start quickly and play good defense. You just can't give good teams extra outs.
Got Xander Meinig looking, strike 3.
I'll tell you, the Wildcat faithful have made the trip out today. They are roaring early here in Salina. Perfect start for Alex out the bump, and I think there's a big glaring thing, as we mentioned, for Louisburg. Their first trip here at state in 15-plus years. For Paola, this is her 4th straight year of being here in this tournament. So I'm going to be interested to see how that plays out, of the experience versus the inexperience between these two teams at this big stage.
And the experience runs really deep for Paola. Xander Meinig, who was up to bat last, Jace Curley, Hunter Lothan, Jasper Logan, Troutman, and Martell. They were all on that roster in that last appearance last year going to state, but there's certainly, like you said, there's a lot of experience here for this Panthers squad. They don't want to settle for 3rd place. They want to go for the title. Saad's pitch strikes out the second straight batter. 1-2-3 goes Koslow, who led the team in average this season with a .347 average and 72 at-bats. So 2 quick outs for Alex Sad and the Wildcats. And now up is the dangerous hitter of Hunter Lothan, who he was one of the 4A players to watch. Grounds this one to 3rd. The throw on to 1st, over the head, and that's going to get into near the bench, and Hunter Lothan, a 2-base error. And just when you thought the Wildcats were going to go 1-2-3, a costly mistake puts the Panthers up and going here to start the first inning with 2 away here.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start. Back-to-back looking K's in the books for Sud, and there's a slow roll. It looked like a routine play, definitely an error on the throw over to first by far. But now a chance here for the Panthers. Again, the team that is well-seasoned and veteran here at the state tournament. They know that in this environment, in these kind of games, it's all about timely hitting, and you got to especially take advantage of your opponent's mistakes. That's a big one there for Louisburg. Can Paola capitalize on it?
So Lothan will go to the bench to get some rest before he faces the Wildcats offense. It'll be Tristan Katzer, the senior outfielder, to pinch run. He's been quite the pinch runner. He's stolen a base. He's been caught stealing once. But it'll be Lothan's cousin, Jasper Logan, the cleanup hitter, to go to work here as he swings and misses at strike 1. And we talk about the 1-2 punch in the 3 and 4 spot. Jasper Logan and Hunter Lothan. I mean, Logan, he's also had an incredible year, batting .338 and 68 at-bats to this point. He's really been an accelerator for this Panthers offense, and he'll take Hyde inside. It evens the count at 1-1.
It almost looked like ball 1 was nearly right down the middle there. That was a great pitch, just mixed from Saad.
Saad checks back to second, the 1-1, and Logan swings and misses at that one. Sad had him fooled there. It's back in the favor of Sad. It's a 1-2 count.
This is what Sad has done all year long. That 7-1 record, .384 average. Looks like second on the team, just behind Declan Battle. He's kept batters on their toes the whole time. Ooh, just came really close to striking out his third batter here in the first inning.
Logan almost went around there, but he held his composure. It's an even 2-2 count. Louisburg Can feel it, it's high. And I wonder if I'm behind or the scoreboard's behind.
No, I think that last one was a foul tip.
I believe, yeah, there was a foul tip. So it is 2-2.
Yeah.
Can Sad get out of the inning? The 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. The third strikeout for Alex Sad. And he sits the Panthers down in just 4 batters. Hunter Lothan to go to work here in the bottom of the first as he faces the first 3 for the powerful Wildcats here on Paola Sports Live and Varsity Sports Live.
Community Pharmacy redefined. That's Vose Pharmacy in Louisburg. Kevin Vose and his staff are redefining the expectations of a community pharmacy by providing customers with the most comprehensive and innovative prescription and wellness plans available, with a great selection and understanding of the latest treatments, including a wide range of Cannabis Naturals CBD products. Let Vose Pharmacy meet your family's prescription needs quickly and accurately. Vose Pharmacy, locally owned and operated. Call 913-837-3784 or visit vosepharmacy.com.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Hunter Lothan, the junior righty, to go to work here. If you remember, he got the job done for the Panthers against Atchison. There was a 6-0 victory for them. That sealed their ticket to state for the 4th straight year in a row. And he has the best ERA on the team with a 3.48 ERA, a 4-1 record, and 36 2/3 innings pitched. Also leads the team in WHIP with a 1.188, and also has the lowest walks per 9 of 3.7. 36 strikeouts and 15 walks. He's pitched in 8 games and he started all 8. And it comes at no better time than against the Louisburg Wildcats, who, like we've said, first time in 15 years they've made it to this tournament, posting a 19-6 record. They went 9-3 in the Frontier League this year, and it starts off with Declan Battle, the Washburn football commit, and they'll say he went around for strike 1.
Yeah, I mean, for Declan Battle, I would go as far as maybe to argue to say one of the best overall athletes in the Frontier League. Say he's great on the football field. He's going to keep going down at Washburn. Also get it done on the diamond as well. A 391 average. He's been big for the Wildcats in the leadoff spot.
Just high. Count is 1-2 to Declan Battle. The 1-2 from Lothan. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Got him to swing at that one. And Hunter Lothan already going to work quickly here. Sits down the first batter he faces in only 4 pitches. And that was the team leading hitter right there, Dylan. 34 hits for him. He also led the team in stolen bases with 19. But now he's got Luke Schultz up, batting .383 with 490 OPS and 100 plate appearances.
Wow.
This one upstairs evens the count at 1-1. And Dennis, if you're the Wildcats, what do you want to do here early on?
I'd set on that fastball.
This one, it's deep to center field. And that'll be tracked down easily by X-Man for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for Hunter Lothan. And now it'll be Danny Napier. And he's been kind of one of the underrated hitters, I'd say, for this Wildcats squad. Batting .390 with a 520 OPS and 102 plate appearances. 30 hits on the year. He leads the team in doubles with 15, and he struck out the least in a minimum of 50 plate appearances. He's only struck out 10 times this season. And first pitch he sees is definitely outside. It's ball 1.
That's just the Louisburg roster. I mean, 1 through 9, they really don't have any glaring weaknesses, and this has been a team that, like you said, for Louisburg, they've been waiting since 15 years for kind of the stars to align for them to allow them to get to this point back here at this stage at state.
2-0, that's fouled on the left side, and that's Curley running over to get that one. And all he can do is just watch it go out of play. Curley, normally who plays second, but will take over at third since Lothan is pitching. It'll be Reese Hauser at second base today. Meanwhile, Lothan's got Napier to a 2-1 count. This one right down the middle for strike 2, evens the count at 2-2.
Definitely liking what we're seeing from both these pitchers early on in this game.
The 2-2 from Hunter Lothan. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And down go the Wildcats, 1-2-3. Folks, I may say it early, we've got a pitcher's duel on our hand. After 1, we're scoreless with no hits. You're watching Frontier League action on Paola Sports Live and Varsity Sports Live.
Bringing the law to your corner. That's Hartley Law Group. Attorney Jerry Hartley and her staff are dedicated to working for the results you want and to help you determine what actions you can take. Specializing in criminal defense, family law, guardianship and adoption, estate planning, probate, and trust litigation. To learn more, call 913-294-4512 or visit HartleyLawGroupLLC.com. The choice of a law firm and attorney are important decisions and should not be based solely on advertisements or websites.
If you're going to wear jewelry, shouldn't it be as unique as you? At Wilson's Jewelers, they can bring your ideas to life. Wilson's can also put old stones in new pieces, or new stones in old pieces, or even just repair what you already love. Wilson's Jewelers brings quality service and old world craftsmanship to the area by learning from jewelry masters from around the world. For 30 years, Wilson's Jewelers has been family owned and operated. When it comes to your adornments, trust Wilson's Jewelers, your personal jeweler.
Tap the second here as both these pitchers somewhat identical numbers to start the first inning. Sad had 15 pitches in the first, faced 4 batters. And then for Hunter Lothan, he had 12 pitches and only faced 3 batters, a 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, you mentioned right when we were going to break, that's just 1 inning, so we don't want to overreact or overstate anything, but I tell you, it was quick starts for both Sad and for Lothan, and this has the potential to be a game where runs could be at a premium.
Oh, Jace Curley had to get out of the way of that one. That was screaming right at his legs. Tried to golf swing it in the dugout. He'll just kick it into the dugout. And how about Jace Curley? He's had a dominant May, 13 at-bats, 5 runs, 5 hits, 5 RBIs. He's only walked and struck out 1 apiece. He flies this to third in foul territory, and Luke Schultz will manage to track it down in the sun for out number 1.
And in case you're just now joining us, there is that wind that's blowing directly from right field to left field. So any of those high fly balls, it's not an overbearing wind, but it is steady enough to where it could maybe maneuver that baseball while it's in the air, make it a little bit more difficult on our defenders in the field today.
Yes, it's blowing pretty steadily at about 13, gusting up to about 16.
Got our meteorology report from Dennis Drennan, and J.D. Troutman steps to the plate. He takes that one way inside, has to lean out of the way. He's quickly ahead 2-0. And for Troutman, he's had a rocky start, but he's really collecting himself here. A pretty dominant athlete on the basketball court. You saw him, and baseball's really his element. He lives and breathes baseball. And he's back in the state tournament again, and a 4-pitch walk for J.D. Troutman.
The catcher, number 11, Roman Barnes.
Roman Barnes, he's really been a key factor, Dylan. He's driven in 9 runners in this month alone. Currently batting .270, but he's in the top 3 with team RBIs with 19. Shows bunt. Here goes Troutman to second, and nice effort there by Barber to make sure it doesn't go in the outfield, but
yeah, throw definitely wasn't on line, but even if it was, I don't think it was going to matter. That was an excellent jump right there.
Yeah, he stole that on the pitcher. He had it timed up.
Barnes, 17 walks, 11 strikeouts on the year. He's got 3 extra base hits this year. Most of them have come in this month alone. He's really starting to find his groove at the dish. He takes this one outside. Even count at 1-1.
What a prime opportunity here. Runner in scoring position, 1 gone in an inning for the Panthers. Don't want to let Sad really settle into a groove. He can become almost unhittable. So if he can find a way to poke something out into the outfield here, get on top early 1-0, that's going to be a huge boost for the Panthers.
Sad manages to jam Barnes here. Gets ahead, back 1-2 the count with Troutman on second. The 1-2 pitch. Had to go like straight under, and I think Barnes wants an explanation because he thinks that hit him.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it looked close.
And Roman Barnes will be awarded first base.
The second baseman, number 6, Reese Hauser.
And Alex Sad is already in a tough spot here with 2 on and 1 away, and Reese Hauser coming to the plate.
What an interesting, you know, and I applaud the umpire, the home plate umpire, taking the time, because I mean, if you take the word of the batter every single time, of course, they're going to try to massage it to the way where they get the call and move up to first base. But to take the time and go to one of the umpires out in the field and ask what exactly they saw, if there's any late movement of the ball when it was ricocheting off either the shin guard or the top of the cleat. And it looked like Barnes was definitely convinced he got hit, and he should know, as he probably felt it.
And I mean, Roman Barnes, he's a warrior. I've seen him have a collision at home plate in a game, and he had to deal with excruciating knee pain. That was the game against Bonner Springs on April 30th. You could tell he was in pain, but he still played through the entire game, and then another game, in fact. I mean, the kid's a warrior, and the kid's really a huge asset for this team.
You know, and with the name like Roman Barnes, I mean, that's a guy that, like you said, he's a warrior.
That'll be called strike 1, and as Hauser got ahead 2-0 to start, he'll look at a strike here. Still ahead 2-1. Only 20 plate appearances for him. He's only got 2 hits, batting 100 on the year. This one almost goes through the legs of Napier, and both runners got caught there, and they're gonna get the runner at first.
Yeah,
that was a pinch. That was a courtesy runner.
That was the sophomore Max Jones, number 15, just got too far away from the bag, and
that's an unforgivable base running error right there by the young man. I mean, you got a runner at second ahead of you. There's no reason for you to make that break.
I think he thought that Troutman over second. I think he thought he was going to be going as well, but that just didn't get far enough away from the catcher to really justify trying to take off.
And they thought it was under the legs of Napier. That's why Troutman kind of broke.
Oh, wow.
That's a called strike as Hauser thought it was way inside and ducks out of the way. It'll be a full count here with 2 away now.
It's a nice curveball right there.
The 3-2. Swung on, that's grounded to short, and he bobbles it.
Looks like Sad went back to the well, a back-to-back, trying to give it that big hooking breaking ball and putting it in play in on the left side. Bob a little bit out there at short. So a chance to take advantage here for the Panthers.
I believe that's going to be the second error. They haven't put, no, they're going to count that as a hit. Boy, that's okay.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things you just got. It's like scorekeeper's discretion of what exactly do you want to do on that. I would tend more your way, Dennis. And what do we have here?
Hauser is going to be caught in a pickle. As Sad has
Tag him out
they're going to get Hauser, and Paola has been energized on the base pass, but it's come back to bite him twice.
Two base running errors.
Yeah, and the pitcher played that just perfectly. That's how you're supposed to do that. You run right at the runner and make him commit.
So Paola had two on base. They come up, leaving the lead runner on, and no runs across. To the bottom of the second we go. You're watching 4A state baseball from Dean Evans Stadium in Salina, Kansas.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
So Jackson Howard, Jack Anderson, and Nathaniel Lamb, the next three up for the Wildcats. And if anyone gets up, it's Bristol Barber. Lothan evens Kent 1-1.
You know, if you're Louisburg coming to bat here in the bottom of the second, you're kind of thanking your stars a little bit, as we saw not one but two base running errors by the Panthers when they had runners at the corners. They had a runner in scoring position with one out, and then corners with two gone, and just a couple of unfortunate running errors. And you know, Paola, and if this game it doesn't end up going their way, maybe they lose by a run or so, it's easy to bookmark that top half of the second, look back and then say, if only.
The 2-2. Swung on, that's chopped, a one hop to Curley. The throw on to Logan is in time for the first down.
And not a whole lot of time for Curley to work with there. I mean, he just had to take it, get set, and throw it across, just like they do in the big leagues, and that's exactly what he did. Didn't have the time to take a little crow hop to collect himself and put it right on the line across the way for out number one.
So now it'll be Jack Anderson, the senior right fielder, batting .372 and 94 plate appearances this season. He'll take a first pitch called low for ball one. The 1-0, it's chopped foul. So count will be even here as Lothan goes to work here in the second inning. Had a 1-2-3 first inning. And it only took him 12 pitches to get into that first inning. This one, it's skied into foul territory. Curley's running for it. And almost there was, that was Blake Koslow in left. Almost had a sliding play.
He made a nice effort on that.
So it'll be a 1-2 count to Jack Anderson, and Lothan's already got 2 strikeouts. He can match Sad with 3. He's ahead in the count, 1-2. The pitch chopped up the middle, taken by Troutman. Bare hand play. And he's going to get off the bag. J.D. Troutman, a nice one-hop play. Just left Jasper Logan off the bag, and
they're going to give him a hit on that as well.
And I believe that's the correct decision if I'm the scorekeeper.
Yeah. Would have been another remarkable play for Troutman over there at short to throw it across the way. I think thankfully, or luckily, he didn't throw it out and he got into foul ground, but so had to play over there at first, and still even just a little bit of time to try to put the tag on.
Now Nathaniel Lamb steps in, and this kid is thought of so highly for this Wildcat squad. Leads the team in hits with 34 on the year. He also has the most home runs on the team with 5. Has a combined 16 extra base hits of his 34 this season.
If he can get one up in the air to left, he'll have a shot.
He's driven in 33 this season. The 2-0, it's going to get right through the legs of Barnes. Anderson will go to second. So Lamb has a 3-0 count against him. It'll take time as Bond wants a new baseball and to talk things over with the junior righty on the mound, who already is in a tough spot. He was smooth sailing in the first inning. Now it's taken him a bit to get going here. He's only got 1 out to work with here.
For great starts in the first for both pitchers, Lothan and Sad, and now both so far in the second facing some rougher waters right now.
See if he's taken here, if he gave him a green light.
Lothan checks back to second, deals the 3-0. That's going to hit the low outside corner for strike 1. So now it'll be a battle from here to the senior Nathaniel Lamb. (3-1). That's going to be low, and Lamb will take first base. On a 5-pitch walk. So now it's the sophomore Bristol Barber playing shortstop today, and it's been a really nice year for him, batting .388 and 89 plate appearances this season. One of the new young cornerstones for this Wildcats team in their future to come here, Dylan. I mean, time called, and Louisburg fans are wanting a balk there.
Yeah, that's definitely been my biggest takeaway so far. All the Louisburg fans that have traveled out today have been loud, they have been vocal. They're here to support their team.
Grounded to third, Curley bobbled it, and he'll step on the bag, and that's all he can do.
Yeah, I don't think he could have turned it anyway. I don't think it was hit hard enough.
Definitely the right play. You step on the bag, that takes that
lead runner out.
Yep.
So Coach Brummer is coming to the dugout, and he wants to talk something out with the umpire. And Coach Cade Larson also wanted to hear what was said, and he didn't like it clearly, so both coaches already a little on edge in the second inning as Meade Rutherford steps in and fouls the first pitch back. He falls behind to start 0-1.
Tight game against a pair of Frontier League rivals. Definitely no love lost in either of these dugouts right now.
Yeah, they know each other really well.
And both the games played on Paola's senior night. It was a blowout affair in favor of each team. On senior night as well, so there's definitely a lot of maybe lingering emotions as well. Louisburg would drop the first game 11-4, but then they would beat the Panthers 18-3. The Wildcats put 13 runs in the second inning.
Wow.
Lothan's 0-2 is upstairs. Beat the pitcher's count of 1-2. Rutherford batting .242 and just 44 plate appearances this year. scored 17 runs. 1-2. That was high. Looked like it was curveball that was lingering to try and drop back into the zone.
I think even Lothan was trying to ask for a brief second of where exactly was that one he really wanted, that strike 3 call, and get out of this inning.
Umpire said it was high.
Here's the 2-2. Way inside, and Rutherford had to back out of the way here. Count is now full. With Brody McGreer on deck.
This is a pretty big few pitch or two that will be coming up next in a 3-2 count.
Here's a pitch from Lothan. Runners going, swung on and missed for strike 3. And Lothan leaves 2 runners on for the Wildcats. After 2 innings, we're still scoreless. To the top of the 3rd we go. More baseball coming up next.
Hey folks, save $1,000 on your interior painting project this winter. Hire Absolute Painting during November through February and qualify for 10% off your project, a free paint upgrade, and a free color consultation to make sure you choose the perfect colors to transform your home. This amazing offer only lasts until our winter calendar is booked and spots are filling up fast. Call now and save $1,000 on your interior project. No money down, affordable monthly payment options are available. This offer won't last long, so call now to save $1,000 on your interior project with Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
Across the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Colton McCann, his 3rd touchdown of the game.
It's like in the net, that'll be a point for Baldwin. A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
Still scoreless here in the top of the 3rd inning as for a state championship here in lovely Salina, Kansas. A beautiful Paola. Apologies on our end. The internet has decided to cut out on us, so switching over to another hotspot, but we're back here and rolling from Dean Evans Stadium here in Salina, Kansas. As it's Declan Battle up to the plate here. He struck out his first time up. I'll kind of recap why there's a runner on second. It was McGreer. It was ruled an infield single. Trotman had a beautiful play. He just threw it way over to the side of Jasper Logan. So McGreer was able to get to second base. So they have ruled it a single with a throwing error on J.D. Trotman, the first error for the Panthers.
And it puts a runner in scoring position.
Here's the 2-2 to Declan Battle. Swung on him, missed for strike 3 for the moment, and the throw to first has been made. It's an official strikeout. That's number 4 for Hunter Lothan. There's the first out of the inning, and the real MVP in the situation's got to be my right-hand man Dylan Funk here, trying to get through all the technical difficulties and all the internet issues we're having.
We're fighting through it again. Apologize. I know we tried on Louisburg Sports Live on Facebook. I know there's some people were commenting. I appreciate everyone. We got it up. We're running. Hopefully we avoid any more of those as we go along, as we try to enjoy the rest of this. And so far it's been a great ball game.
McGreer took off for third, and the throw is out of the glove of Jace Curley.
And he's there with less than 2 out. So a well-placed out will score him.
As it's Luke Schultz. He flew out to Meinig his last time out. 0 for 1 to start the day. chops this one foul towards Wildcats head coach Cade Larson.
It's interesting for both these teams, and they match up so well with each other. No runs yet, each with 2 hits, although you look in the errors column, 3 so far for Louisburg and 1 for Paola.
And you can tell that the coaches think this is going to be a really tight battle because they've got the infield in with 1 out and a runner on third. They don't want to. They want to look that runner back and get an out.
The 1-2 to Schultz. That's popped up. Logan running for it, but it'll be Roman Barnes snagging this one in foul territory. For out number 2.
That's a big out for the Panthers there.
So now 2 away. It's the catcher Danny Napier stepping in. He struck out. He was the 3rd of the 1-2-3 first inning for Hunter Lothan, and the 2nd of Lothan's 4 strikeout victims today. He'll look to try and drive in McGreer from 3rd. He'll take first pitch low and outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Barnes tried to frame it on that outside corner. Nothing doing there. It's 2-0. Wind up in the pitch. Chopped up the middle, right to Lothan. The throw onto Logan is in time. And the Wildcats leave a runner on 3rd. The leading run opportunity is washed away. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Or we go to the top of the 4th, excuse me. Still scoreless here from Salina.
HERS Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, HERS is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a 3rd-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
So just like the 2nd inning, it's the 5, 6, and 7 hitter, Curley, Troutman, and Barnes. And if anyone gets on, it's Reese Hauser. The 8-hole is sad to go back to work in the top of the 4th inning. 46 pitches in. Hunter Lothan with 47, so a pretty even pitch count here. Lothan pitched the most pitches in an inning by any of these pitchers. He had a 17-pitch inning in the bottom of the 3rd.
And he got set, also sitting at 46 pitches too. So both these pitchers so far going stride for stride with each other. 3 innings of work, still goose eggs across. You know, this has been looking a lot like that pitcher's duel that we were kind of anticipating.
Curley steps in and takes strike 1. And last time out, he flew out into the 3rd baseman in foul territory. This one, that's slammed into center field, and under that one is Declan Battle for the first out. So Curley now 0 for 2 on the day here in the state tournament, where Paola, like I've said, it's their 4th straight year. They came up short last year. They were able to they beat Rock Creek 5-3, so they'll face a familiar opponent if they do advance to the semifinal game. They beat Rock Creek 5-3, and then they lost to the champions last year, the Bullpups, 9-2, and then they lost to Fort Scott 10-9 to take 4th place in the tournament last year. They placed 3rd place the year prior, so it's essentially a we want the big hardware year for the Panthers.
Yeah, I mean, still no shame when you're talking 3 years in a row and you're making it to the second day in the tournament and you're competing for 3rd place, but you definitely want to try to punch your ticket to the big dance.
Grounded to Schultz.
Wow.
That's way over the head.
Deep foul grab. He might go to 3, and he is.
Troutman to head to 3. He's in there. And wow.
Another critical error by the Wildcats.
Call it number 4 in the game.
That is the 4th error. And my, oh my.
And that's all been on the left side of the infield.
That throw over to first, I mean,
he airmailed that.
It didn't really have much of a chance.
Schultz trying to throw it onto McGreer. It was a simple routine play, you might say, but it just airmailed way over the head of Brody McGreer at first.
Yeah, he had no shot.
So Troutman with one away goes all the way to 3rd base. And you've got Roman Barnes. He's been on base before. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. He's had a stellar May so far. This one chopped to Sad. Fakes out the throw at home, and they're going to get him at first as Sad was going for the base. And Roman Barnes is fired up about that one. He thought he got there in time. But a nice hustle play by Alex Sad to get the second out there. And I mean, Barnes was charging hard, but Sad manages to beat him by just a hair. And I think Coach Brummer wants an explanation on that one too.
Well, what I noticed there was the second baseman was between the umpire and the pitcher when that thing was called.
And Brummer's so upset that he's going to go, I believe, all the way to talk to the first base umpire on what he sees.
Yeah, it would appear that way.
He's not going to win this argument.
No doubt in fact, you can't really reverse the opinion of the umpire. I mean, they were hired here for a reason. Yes.
He's standing up for his players, so you got to applaud him for that.
The Louisburg faithful let Brummer hear it, but you have to respect Coach Brummer. He's really vouching his case here. He's going to jog back to his place at 3rd base. He's got 2 away, but he's got J.D. Troutman on 3rd base. And Reese Hauser was able to reach on an error his last time up. Off a knock, let's see if he can get another one here to drive in J.D. Troutman. This one.
You know, like we've talked about earlier, fellas, this is the first trip for Louisburg in 15 years.
Yes.
Yeah, well, the stage seems a little big right now for them.
The 1-0, that's flown foul and out of play.
Deletes all the errors right now. That is what that would indicate.
Yeah.
It's going to hit up right against the fence of the Paola bullpen.
Yeah, and of course, you know, these players out there for Louisburg right now, I mean, when the last time they were in, you know, Louisburg was in state, these kids were maybe 5, 6 years old.
Yeah,
so
they were in Little League.
But still, I mean, it comes, that's part of it, but also just playing at this big stage for the first time for these guys collectively as a group.
Yeah, and I think that's where the experience of the Panthers comes in.
That's it.
So the 1-1 was taken high, and time's called as I'm not sure what it was about. I think the first base coach, Kane, was expressing his frustration and something, and now that one's going to be delivered in there. It evens the count at 2-2. Troutman on third, the 2-2 to Hauser. This one grounded to third. Schultz fires it. It's a hopper, and he's safe. He was off the base. And Troutman comes in to score. It's an early 1-0 lead for the Panthers in the 4th inning. And now out comes Cade Larson to share his thoughts.
I mean, what has been a tightly contested game so far.
He's also going to go to the first base umpire.
It's been so back and forth great. The fact that the first run of the game, I mean, that's how it comes across, unreal. And that, that, like we talked about, slim margin of error, that could be the difference in a win and a loss. And like we said, it's the team that's boasted the most state playoff tournament experience coming into today that currently sits on top 1-0.
They will accept the call. He is safe, so Reese Hauser, an RBI infield single, although controversial to Coach Larson. It's a 1-0 ball game in the 4th inning, and this pitcher's duel is certainly
getting a little animated over there with third base coach.
Been very animated, yes.
He's looking in the dugout and pointing fingers.
And we haven't, and Paola, really necessarily, they've never been much to been the one to cause a ruckus. I remember the last time I've seen something close to this was against Spring Hill, where the first base coach and the first base coaches for both teams were getting really jolly with each other, but it was never the sort. And Sa's gonna, it's definitely way inside, and Brummer's definitely not happy about that one. I mean, when everything's on the line, and it can get pretty animated at some point. Mercer slaps that one right past short. That's going to get down for a hit. And 2 straight singles with 2 away. And you can really feel some momentum shifting in the favor of the Panthers. And now there's going to be a mound visit. The first one taken by the Wildcats. So Coach Larson's going to have a conversation with his infield, I believe. What do you think the speech is going to be on the mound, Dennis?
I think he's trying to settle him down and tell him, you got 2 outs. You don't have you just can't give up any more runs here. So concentrate on the hitter, try and get an out here. I'll be telling my infielders, settle down and take a deep breath and make your throws. Because definitely the left side of this infield's letting the Louisburg Wildcats down so far.
I mean, it's still just mind-boggling to look. 5 errors.
Yeah.
That is unreal. And I think you got to look and that you're only down by 1 run.
Yeah, you got to feel fortunate.
Very.
Back to the top of the order for the 3rd time today. It's X-Man up to the plate. He'll take first pitch, ball 1. And I mean, I know the state tournament, it can get intense. I know there's a lot at stake, but have you ever seen a tournament game this animated as it's been so far?
I don't believe so.
Not the last time we were here. We didn't see anything like this.
This one in the dirt and going to third and sliding in is going to be Hauser.
Good base running there.
So runners are on the corners with 2 away. And now it's up to X-Man to try and drive in another run and add on to this Panther lead. Leineck has a 2-0 count from Sad. Looks over at first, then deals the 2-0. That's again in the turf. 3 pitches, 3 balls from Alex Sad. And if you're Louisburg, you don't really want to give up a walk, but it'll set up a play at any base. as Blake Koslow comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. And they're going to deal that strike one. And Meinig thought that was the point of the finger for go to first base, but it's the point of strike one. So it is a 3-1 count now to the junior center fielder. The 3-1. Swung on and missed, and now the count is full to Meinig.
He was fooled badly on that curveball.
Blake Koslow on deck. The 3-2 from Sad. Runner from first goes, and it's fouled off an excuse me swing there from Meinig, as Mercer really got a jump from first base.
3-2 with 2 out. They're going to be going on the pitch.
Time called. Meinig needs to get mentally refreshed here again. Blake Koslow, the team leader in average with a 347 average. And he will go to the plate as Meinig will take ball 4 high and inside. So the bases are loaded for the Panthers to do some more damage here. So now it's Blake Koslow stepping up to the plate. He's, like I mentioned, 0 for 1 so far. He struck out his first time up, and then he reached on an error. He'll take one right down the middle for strike one. And Dennis, what's the strategy here with the bases loaded and 2 outs for both teams?
Well, he's just got to put it in play. And if you're in the field, you got to think about, what am I going to do if the ball's hit to me? You got to force it any base, so you can just step on it if it's hit right at you. If not, you're going to have to take the shortest route.
Sad quickly delivers this one, chopped foul, third base side. Count is now 1-2, and this Louisburg crowd is fired up. The 1-2 from Sad. Swung on and fouled back at the fence, and we're still here at 1-2.
He just missed his pitch there.
And I'll tell you, if you're Louisburg right here, if you find a way, if you can get this strike 3 or this third out, you get out of this base loaded jam, you're going to feel like $1 million.
1-2, nice job there by Napier behind the plate to really block that one and keep it in front of him. However, it's now an even count at 2-2. And Funk, I know slowly we've started to see both pitchers kind of lose control here. Sad's the first one to bite. The 2-2, foul tips. They're going to say Koslow got a piece of it.
And definitely a defensive swing there and a 2-strike count.
Good job protecting the plate, though. Too close to take.
Another 2-2 from Sad. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and Sad gets out of a bases loaded jam.
Puts the sword in his side again.
The umpire did not like that.
No.
We saw him, and he did that in the first inning. And the umpire just saying that, basically issuing a sign. Now we got the coaches talking to each other. Again, big-time rivals going at it here. I mean, this is insane. You can cut the tension in this stadium right now with a knife. Continuing to jaw, looks like. My goodness, this is unbelievable. I mean, this is something unlike that I had never seen, at least here at the state level. In a regular season game, sure, but when there's a lot riding on the line and you hate the risk, the chance of somebody being ejected or whatnot, I think umpires, and they're going to get together. You can tell they're going to try to get this thing in control right now, settle it down, let the tempers not flare. I mean, we still have at least 3.5 more innings to potentially go here.
Yeah, here comes the other field umpire, I believe. I'm not sure we're going to see ejections, but we could see warnings issued. I know Sad was issued a warning doing the signature, I'd say the signature Trevor Bauer strikeout animation with a sword. That's there.
It. Yep.
Like you said, wow. I mean, Frontier League rivals going at it, as I believe we're going to stay here.
Yeah, we're just gonna
keep
stay
it here because, I mean,
watch the drama unfold.
Watch the drama unfold indeed. Two Frontier League rivals. I mean, this is essentially a big rivalry. I know my cameraman, Caden Carbajo, will say Spring Hill and Paola definitely have a bigger rivalry, but this rivalry, I feel, it's definitely more heated to start out, and it's gotten so good that it's made it its way to the state tournament quarterfinal game. So, the field umpire is going to jog with head coach Cade Larson to kind of calm him down. As it'll be Jackson Howard to step in. Lothan's first pitch is in the turf and right past Barnes behind the plate for ball one. And Howard grounded out to third his last time up. The 1-0 swung on. That's into right field. And tracking that one down is David Mercer.
He did a nice job there. He had a long ways to go.
For out number one.
All right, fielder Jack Anderson.
Jack Anderson, the right fielder, stepping in. Singled his last time up. Made it to second base after Nathaniel Lamb walked, and then Panthers got a ground out and a strikeout to get out of the second inning. As Anderson takes first pitch, ball one. All right, we are back on the air again. We do apologize again for the technical difficulties between our software and our internet, but kind of recap.
More of an internet, but yes, we're continuing to battle through again. Everyone that's tuning in on Varsity Sports Live, on Paola Sports Live, thank you again just for your continued patience, sticking with us. We're continuing to troubleshoot this as we go along.
Lothan's 3-2 to Lamb. Swung on and missed for strike three. And Lothan, it's essentially a 1-2-3 inning after Jack Anderson is thrown out at second trying to steal, and he went off the base. So the Panthers still keep the Wildcats scoreless as we go to the top of the fifth. Panthers lead it 1-0.
Introducing Fade Strong Barbershop, where style meets tradition.
What's going on, everybody? Mitch Lightfoot here. Super pumped, getting my haircut before my wedding on Saturday. Josh is my guy to go to. Got my haircut by him before my wedding. Got my haircut by him before national championship. Beard, hair, everything. He's the guy to go to. Hit him up. Paola, Kansas, baby. Let's do it.
Fade Strong Barbershop. Elevate your style today.
Miami County Dance Movement is a place to inspire kids. Miami County Dance Movement is one big family with loving teachers. Miami County Dance Movement is where I'm learning to be flexible in dance and my life. Miami County Dance Movement is so amazing because everybody is so loving and kind. Miami County Dance Movement is like a second family to me.
Fifth we go in this heated, I should say, Frontier League rivalry. Brendan Bullen alongside my partners Dylan Funk and Dennis Drennan running the camera. We again appreciate everybody tuning in, being patient with us despite our technical difficulties.
Yeah, I don't know the biggest rivalry right now. I don't know if it's Louisburg and Paola on the field or if it's us and the internet connection here.
That was a good one.
But again, appreciate everybody's patience. Shout out to everyone for all the support. We're continuing to roll along here.
That was pitch number 77, and that's going to be ripped into left field.
Oh, good job getting it in,
rounded
though.
first and thought about going two, but he'll stay at first, and a leadoff single for the Panthers comes from none other than their dominant pitcher, Hunter Lothan, and here comes the 1-2 punch of Hunter Lothan, and then his cousin Jasper Logan, and Kane stopped for first base coach. Kane stopped and thought about going for a courtesy runner, but they're going to let Lothan run it out here. Makes him 1 for 2 on the day. Throw back to first. Not in time.
I got to tell you, fellas, I don't agree with this move here. You just saw him dive back into the base there. Man, if he jams a finger on his throwing hand, the way he's dealing, that could be a problem.
You got a pretty decent base runner in Lothan, though, so it's just kind of one of those things you got to trust, and one of those freak things happen. You know, hindsight is always 20/20.
Yep. Well, he doesn't have one of those mittens on that you guys talk about.
He does on his left hand.
Oh, it's on his left?
It's on his left. He has his batting glove on the right.
It's got a little thumb out with it, too, so it's not the traditional, like, big Whit Merrifield oven mitt, if you will.
The Evo Shield, yeah. I believe that's the brand. I believe it's Evo Shield that does those. So Logan has a 2-2 count. So far 0 for 2, grounded out to third, and then struck out his first time up. This one lined right at the shortstop, and the shortstop's going to run over from short.
And you can tell
near first base.
A little bit gun shy. Sorry for stepping on your toes there, but a little bit gun shy. You could tell from the errors earlier. It said
I was just going to say that.
Almost jogging like he was going to step on the first base bag himself. A nice play though. Unlike an old 6-3 double play.
And I believe it's also due to the amount of tension between these two teams so far. And I believe the shortstop on hand is Bristol Barber. It's like, yeah, we'll give you some more attitude there, and forces the double play after running from short because they knew Lothan got really caught up at second. It's sad. Looks like he lost a bit of his grip on the pitch there. It was supposed to be an off speed, but it went way loopy outside. The 2-0 count to Jace Curley. Inside, but just hits the frame. 2-1 the count now. Curley's flown out twice. First time to third, and then the second time to center. He's ahead in the count 3-1. Sad not wasting any time. Here it is. And it's a walk. Jace Curley to head to first with 2 away. Walk from Alex Sad.
The shortstop, J.D. Troutman.
It's the third walk from Sad today, and now J.D. Troutman steps in.
Pitch count is also getting up there too at 86. Pitch number 87 is going to be coming momentarily.
Sad will stare down Troutman as he dives back to first. Or sorry, that's Jace Curley. Dove back to first. J.D. Troutman is up. He's been on base twice. He walked his first time up and then managed to get on a 3-base error from Luke Schultz. If you remember, Schultz threw it right over the head of McGreer at first base, and Troutman was able to round the bases from first to third. Troutman steps in and he's ahead 2-0. Here's the 2-0 from Sad. High and inside, it's 3-0, and McGreer lost it. He tried to pick it after Napier threw it on to first. Kind of lost the ball there for a second, so.
You guys see the first baseman, I don't know if we caught it, but when he was walking back to the bag, looking down at the catcher, just kind of pointing like to the side of his head, like, let's be smarter, let's think about that a little bit.
Yeah.
We're trying to make that throw.
The 3-0 to Troutman, it's strike one, and Troutman thought that was ball 4, thought it was just high. And he manages to snatch the top half of the zone. It's 3-1 the count. The 3-1. Curley goes to second. It's a walk, so nothing doing there as Troutman. Napier wants to talk things over with Sad with 2 away, and the outs starting to dwindle down for the Wildcats, but still plenty of time and plenty of outs to work with as they're only down 1-0. Both bullpens have been quiet, so I imagine they're going to ride the wheels of both their dominant pitchers until they fall off, essentially.
Yeah, that's what we were saying in game 1. We saw Tonganoxie do it with Merrick Davenport. And I mean, I don't feel like why you wouldn't do it any different with Sad and Lothan here. I mean, neither have really pitched a bad game. It's been more the defense that's been maybe a little bit troublesome behind them. But
yeah,
so far in a 1-0 game, right now, top of the 5th inning, I'd say, yeah, leave him out there. Let him keep going.
The 0-1 to the catcher. Popped up into left field. And under that one is Meade Rutherford to collect the 3rd out. So the Panthers strand 2 on base. They're still ahead 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th here. Wildcats up to bat next here. You're watching coverage of the 4A state tournament in Salina, Kansas.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Panther fans can find us at 310 North Hospital Drive in Paola or 913-294-3713. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Lothan at 57 pitches so far as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, as it'll be Bristol Barber, Meade Rutherford, and Brody McGreer. And then if anyone gets on for them, it'll be back to the top of the order with Declan Battle. As Lothan going strong here in 4 innings. He's only allowed 3 hits, a walk, and 5 strikeouts for him. Only 1 wild pitch so far. The 1-0 is foul. It stayed in fair territory on 1 bounce and then dribbled out foul.
Yeah, it's always the big question when you're looking down the line is, did that get over the bag in fair play? And I tell you, that one looked really, really close. Of course, the umpires, both of them looking down the line, have the best look at it.
Yeah. They were both positioned to make that call, but you're right. That's not where it lands in the field. It's where it goes over the bag.
Chopped. Curley, barehand play. What a play by Chase Curley. A beautiful barehand snag by the junior 3rd baseman to throw out Bristol Barber at first. How about it?
I mean, that is something that even some of the best players in the world can have a hard time trying to finish that play, let alone charge in, slow dribbler, barehand in the air and able to throw it on a line over to first, and a good job to the first baseman as well to collect it in. But my goodness, that's that might be the best play that we'll see this whole entire tournament.
Yeah, and that ball has spin on it too when it's coming off the turf.
Rutherford grounds this, but it'll get past Curley this time, end to left for a hit. That's Meade Rutherford. A 1-for-2 day for him now on the 2nd pitch he sees. A 1-out single for Meade Rutherford, and it'll be Brody McGreer, the 9-hole hitter, the senior first baseman, Already 1 for 1 on
I'd look for a bunt.
two-base single.
I'd look for a bunt.
It's two-base single off the throwing error off of J.D. Troutman. That was the first and only error for the Panthers, and
they're going to let him swing away.
As McGreer watches an off-speed pitch into the zone for strike 1. The 0-1. Blowing inside, 1-1 even count. Again, Declan Battle, one of the best hitters for this Wildcats squad, on deck. Another off-speed pitch right down Broadway for strike 2. Lothan already has 5. Can he make it number 6? He's got a 1-2 counts to McGreer here. The 1-2. Swung on. That's going to one hop into right field for a hit.
He's going to hold that runner at second. Right fielder had to take a little extra time, make sure that was going to drop right in front of him, and that held the runner kind of in between the bases. This is the chance here if you're Louisburg. I feel like you've had these opportunities throughout the game. Now you're going back to the top with one of your best playmakers in Declan Battle in the leadoff spot. It's almost, I think it's a little too early or too far of a reach to say it's now or never, but you just got to feel like of all that have gone wrong for the Wildcats, that you feel like they're about due for maybe a break.
And Lothan so far has shut down the 2 best hitters for Louisburg. Declan Battle struck out twice today. And then Nathaniel Lamb, he walked on 5 pitches, but struck out his last time up. But Declan Battle will be up to plate for the 3rd time. He's got 2 on and 1 away. Off-speed pitch goes way outside for ball 1. And I mean, like you mentioned, a stellar athlete at Louisburg High School, going to the Division II level to Washburn University to play quarterback. Just a stellar athlete. I mean, there's plenty of stellar athletes in Southeast Kansas, and times called as the umpire is going to talk to Lothan. Get him a new baseball as well. This will take time for Barnes to fix his equipment here. And Dennis, you got 2 on and 1 out. What do you do if you're Declan Battle?
Well, if you're Declan Battle, you got to come up with a timely hit right here because your team needs it. Probably the best athlete on the field.
The 1-0, it's outside.
Now he can look for a pitch in a spot.
Count is 2-0, and time called is David Kane's going to go to the mound.
Yeah, I think he's going to tell him don't give him, and give him a cookie.
It's the 2nd mound visit for the Panthers. And when you're in a spot like this and you have your number 2 pitcher out there, I wouldn't say Lothan's the number 2 because he's mostly been a 3rd baseman, but I'd assume the ace role to Jasper Logan. But if you're thinking Paola, do you like the move in general to start Lothan, and then if you win, save Jasper Logan against the Mustangs?
I mean, that's ideal,
yes.
Right? That's obviously the ideal situation. I think at this point, you know, we've said it once in this broadcast and in the broadcast before, and we'll say it again. You know, if you don't win this game, there is no tomorrow. So I think you're still showing confidence in Lothan right now. You know, 2 on, 1 out. I think this at bat with Declan Battle, he's behind 2-0. If he's able to battle back, if he can get in and out with his defense behind him, you know, just try to wrap up this 5th inning. If he can hold on to this 1-run lead, I think that's going to be a big boost of confidence to Coach Brummer and the rest of the staff. But you know, if not, you can't hesitate. If you got to put Logan in to try to wrap things up, that's just what you have to do.
Throw to second, and not in time, as there's the initial throw to second, but Rutherford is just a half step off, but was able to slide back in time as Hauser couldn't apply the tag. Again, a 2-0 count. Lothan checks back to second. He'll fire away. Rutherford is about halfway off second base. It'll be inside. Count is 3-0.
Low than wanted that
Declan
low and
Battle.
away corner.
Imagine if you're Battle, you're just going to take this one here.
Yeah, I would imagine.
This one chopped to third. Curley steps on first. The throw to first. Scooped up by Hogan in time. A double play to get out of a two-base scenario. And this Panthers defense has been really solid all game. Again, the Wildcats leave runners stranded as we go to the top of the sixth. Paola still up 1-0. We've got a ball game, folks.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com. Across the 20, the 15, the 10, 5, Colton McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, that'll be a point for Baldwin.
A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojan.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
There are two things in your life that you are in total charge of, your attitude and your effort. Let Revive Paola boost both. Revive Paola is your friendly local health bar, making made-to-order drinks to keep you going. They have a ton of options: a smoothie bar, specialty teas, healthy shakes, caffeine-free options, and even some sips for the kids. You can customize your order with delicious and healthy extras. Please be sure to ask about Revive's nutrition coaching. Put some extra pep in your step with Revive Paola.
So the day is done for Alex Sad after 93 pitches. Here's the final line for him. He went 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, 4 walks, a run which was not earned, and he had 5 strikeouts. So that is the day for Alex Sad, and
he did his part.
He did.
Louisburg will go to another arm here. I can't quite see the number.
It looks like it's Declan Battle.
And the official scorekeeper is not sure about the new arm either, so.
It looks like number 1, Declan Battle.
I do see number 1, so it will be Declan Battle going to work here, and Dylan out. Hunter Heston, number 25, will be in Declan Battle's spot in left field. So Battle will keep his batting position, I assume, and then I believe Alex Sad is done for the day. As it'll be Hunter Heston, or Connor Heston. Number 25 will go into the game. So the line for Declan Battle, he leads the team in ERA with a 3.19 ERA. He has a 1-0 record in 26.1 innings pitched. This is game number 12 for him. He's not started a game. He leads the team in the least walks allowed is 16. A walk per 9 of 2.746, a K per 9 of 10. And then 29 strikeouts and 16 walks allowed. The numbers for Declan Battle, the senior righty, has allowed 31 hits on the year. Hauser up, the 1-1. It's driven into center field, and that's going to get down for a hit.
He did not get a good read on that ball at all.
And it looked like that was Connor Heston in center, by the way. He was anticipating it to be lined right to him, and then he kind of tracked back.
Didn't he just come in?
Yeah, Heston just came in.
Yeah,
and he replaced
typically
Battle.
when you come into a ball game, the ball will find you.
Yeah, we talked about the wind continuing to be consistent. I'm sure that played with it a little bit in the air, and it was just kind of off the end of the bat to a little bloop.
Yeah, he didn't read it well coming off the bat.
Yep.
So that's the second single for Reese Hauser, and the third time he's been on base today. Mercer bunts here. It'll roll right to Battle.
Oh, no.
And he bobbles it, and nobody was covering first at the moment, but it's too late.
There's already going to be a bang-bang play, and Declan Battle trying to pick it up, bobbled it a little bit.
And they're going to roll an error. It's the 6th error for the Wildcats.
Yep. You make 6 errors in a game, you're lucky if you can come away with a W.
Current line for Paola, 1 run on 5 hits with 1 error.
I'd look for a bunt here, too.
And then for Louisburg, it's no runs on 5 hits with 6 errors.
You know, and I would look here for Paola now with at first and second, nobody out.
Yeah, you want to get that runner to third.
Well, I think, you know, in the way now with Louisburg seeing the 6th error go up on the scoreboard, I think if they get just one of these runs in, if not both of them, I mean, that might be all she wrote.
Yep.
Potentially, that could just take all the wind out of the sails of Louisburg. You know, they're fired up to come here. First time in 15 years Wildcats have played in the state tournament. And is right now not a whole lot has been breaking their way today.
Nope. And he showed bunt, but he pulled it back, took ball 1.
So that's the speedy Xander Meinig, X-Man, his teammates call him, up for the 4th time today. Struck out a strikeout, he reached on an error, and then he walked his last time up.
I'm not sure why the Louisburg third baseman isn't playing even with the bag. You got to figure this kid's going to bunt.
He's got the speed to do it. And
if he gets it on the third base side, he's going to beat it out.
Count is.
No, I don't get it.
1-1 to the junior center fielder. A wind up from Battle. The pitch. It's bunt.
Still going to be a tough play. Going to be a tough play.
And Meinig's going to beat the throw there. The bases are loaded for the Panthers.
All credit there, yeah. You called it there, Dennis. I mean, I don't know. Just got to have a little bit better situational awareness there. They're the Wildcat. You know, still credit to Mike to put it down, use the speed to beat it up the line. But
honestly, I think that should have been the catcher's play. But
and you have to understand another thing is that you have to look at the scouting report of Xander Meinig. I mean, the kid leads the team in stolen bases. He's got the speed. So, like you said, I'm not sure why he didn't play even with the bag. That's Luke Schultz at third.
And now the infield's in to try and cut off the run at the plate.
Blake Koslow, 0 for 2 day for him. He's 0 for 3. He's struck out twice and he's reached on an error.
Whoa, that's clear behind him.
That's behind him, and a late jump there, and the Panther base running is all in missed sorts. Mercer slides back to second. So that was Hauser on third. He had a late jump.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, there's just not a whole lot of foul territory behind the plate here.
And initially, I believe they thought it was a hit by pitch, so I believe that's why they were coming home, but they kind of misread it again.
Or even potentially if it got a piece of the bat, too, because it was close.
Yeah, it was.
It could have been all that. It just wouldn't have called a foul ball and strike 1.
It would have went behind him.
Battle delivers the 1-0. High and inside, it's 2-0. So Hauser on third, David Mercer on second, and Xander Meinig on first. It's a 2-0 count to Blake Koslow the best average on the team. This one chopped to third. Schultz, the throw home, will be in time, and they're not going to have any more play after that, so the bases are loaded again. So a 2-0 fielder's choice for Blake Koslow.
What a prime opportunity here for Hunter Lothan. Can one out, bases loaded, his team up by one, can give himself some massive run support here. You know, his day's probably coming close to an end on the bump. He's got a way to really help his team here.
Lothan takes first pitch, strike one, in his fourth at bat. He's 1 for 3 today. He singled his last time up, but his first 2 times up, he reached on an error and struck out on a full count his second time up. He's already behind 0-1, and he'll call time here to recollect his thoughts. He's got his cousin Jasper Logan on deck, who, again, the 1-2 punch, it's not been very dominant, but it's a new pitcher, so it could be up for grabs here. Lothan fouls this one way over the shading here at Dean Evans Stadium. And the shading doesn't really matter at this point now. It's starting to become cloudy. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit, so the 2 strike claps are coming in from the Louisburg faithful. The 0-2. Whoa, and outside. It's the pitcher's count of 1-2 still. Lothan, he's been really solid, leads the team in hits. Can he deliver a big hit to add some more insurance to this 1-run lead here? The 1-2. Low and outside, and Napier is going to make sure that no runner is going to go. Count is even at 2-2 after 2 straight pitches in the turf.
So you know, Louisburg's catcher, you know he's got to have some nerves a little bit when he sees him bouncing the turf, knowing that gets behind him. Good chance that second run comes in for Paola.
The 2-2. He went around, strike 3. And a big strikeout there from Declan Battle. That's his first. Lothan a little upset, but his cousin's there to console him. But his cousin also has been shut out today, 0 for 3. A strikeout, he grounded out to third, then he lined out to short his last time up. An 0 for 3 day, but Panthers are really going to need him to get going here as they've got the bases fully loaded here. Takes first pitch inside for ball 1, and another time called as Napier's going to go to the mound to talk with Declan Battle about strategy next in a 2-out situation. With a play at necessarily any base, Dennis.
Yeah. You just want to get an out here. You know, there's already 2 outs, so you just step on the bag or go the short way.
This game, it's, even though low-scoring affair, there's been a lot of extra drama that's been involved in it and high-stress situations. This has been the highest of them all so far for Louisburg. Bases loaded, nobody out. They can find a way to get out of it. That would be quite the accomplishment. And again, I still see 6 errors up on that scoreboard for Louisburg, only 1 for Paola. And the fact that it's a 1-run game, I'm just trying to make sense of it. But
Logan fouled that last one off. It's an even count of 1-1.
Neither team's had timely hitting. That's one of the big things.
This one skied and out of play, foul. Count is in the favor of Declan Battle at 1-2. If Logan gets on, it'll be Jace Curley on deck. Been a stellar defender for this Panthers squad. The two strike claps are back again for the Wildcats. The 1-2 to Jasper Logan. It's in the turf, and Napier is going to stare down Mercer at third. Count even at 2-2. And again, another high-pressure situation here.
Late in the game, Winner moves on, loser goes home, and already high stakes enough. This is taking it even higher.
The 2-2 from Declan Battle. Did he go around? He did. Wow. Strike 3 called. After Battle loads the bases, he strikes out the cousin duo of Lothan and Logan to escape the tap the 6 with the bases loaded. Can the Wildcats tack one on the board? We'll find out here in just a few moments. You're watching Frontier League baseball here on Varsity Sports.
There's the push, and it is a touchdown, Louisburg.
I'm so sick of this.
I saw a Go Brawley truck in front of Bob's.
Go Brawley. No buffering allowed. Visit gobrawley.com today.
Yes! Yes! You two really need to get Go Brawley.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Vet Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown veterinarians who know and care about your family. We provide cutting-edge diagnostic services, digital radiology, ultrasound, and in-house same-day blood work, chiropractic, and reproductive services. Come in and see us at our new location here in Paola in the Industrial Park with indoor cattle and equine facilities complete with a hydraulic tip chute. With a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Hunter Lothan is still in this game for the Paola Panthers, currently at a pitch count of 70. As we go to the bottom of the 6th. Panthers still ahead 1-0. As Lothan deals ball 1 to Luke Schultz. Luke Schultz, Danny Napier, and then Jackson Howard, and then Jack Anderson if anyone gets on. So the 2, 3, and 4. This one in foul territory, and tracking it down for out number 1 is Jasper Logan. So a quick 2-pitch out from Hunter Lothan to sit down Schultz for the 3rd time today. It'll be the catcher, Danny Napier, stepping up. He's 0 for 2 so far, a strikeout, and then he grounded out to Lothan. It's been his day so far, and Louisburg still only 5 hits. Napier takes ball 1. Dennis, you're down to your final 5 outs here. What's the mindset for Louisburg got to be?
Well, you got to get a base runner, and then you got to be smart on the base pass. I'm sure they'll probably try and, depending on where they're at in the order, they'll probably try and use small ball to get them in scoring position.
That was way inside there.
Yeah, he hit that right off his hands, just above his hands.
You know, gentlemen, I'm going to jump in here. I feel like we'd be a little bit remiss not to go back to the bottom of the 5th inning, and it looked like it was finally going to be the inning that Louisburg was going to come in and get some momentum rolling. But about that crucial, that 5-3 double play that Declan Battle rolled into on a 3-0 count, where everyone and their brother in the stadium thought he was going to be taking on that pitch. Instead, grounded out, and again, like I always say, hindsight's always 20/20. But golly, that is a huge moment in this game.
Crazier things have happened in this tournament. The 3-2 to Napier. They're going to say he got a piece of it, yeah.
I feel like we're running out of crazier things to say have happened in this game. We've seen a bit of it, good, the bad, and the ugly. I mean, that's the way I would describe this game right now. But it's a good one. I mean, it's still anybody's ball game right now, bottom of the 6th inning.
Another 3-2 to Napier. Strike 3 called. It just got the inside part of the zone. And that's now strikeout number 6 for Hunter Lothan.
As old Rex Sudler likes to say for the Royals, Napier, you got to go, man. That's what a pitch from Lothan. He just continues to work the outer edges of the zone, moving around, keeping it off the bats of the Wildcats, and
way too close to take with 2 strikes.
I agree.
Now it is Jackson Howard. 0 for 2. Ooh.
Breaking pitch getting away a little bit.
As I was saying, Jackson Howard 0 for 2. He grounded out to third and then lined out to right field. It's been the day so far for the senior first baseman. Swing and a miss there on the 2-0 pitch. Count is 2-1.
He was thinking fastball.
2-1. Popped up and out of play. It'll hit right into
the awning here.
The awning, yeah. All Barnes could do is just take off his mask and watch it fly right towards us.
In fact, I think it rolled down. Now it's stuck on top of the net.
Man, that's strike 3. 7 strikeouts for Hunter Lothan. As the Panthers look to try and add some more insurance runs here as we go to the 7th and final inning of play here. Hopefully I don't jinx myself by saying that. To the 7th we go. Paola still up 1-0. They're up to bat here on Paola Sports Live and Varsity Sports Live.
So we're buying a bigger home.
A 4-bedroom, but, with room to grow.
Your ocular cavity is malfunctioning.
Because we want kids.
Calculating offspring life insurance.
No, wait, we only have a cat.
Calculating farm insurance.
Is there somebody else who can help us?
Only a human who knows you can create a plan that's right for you. That's why for 80 years we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent TJ Solander in Louisburg at 913-837-3237.
Community Pharmacy redefined. That's Vose Pharmacy in Louisburg. Kevin Vose and his staff are redefining the expectations of a community pharmacy by providing customers with the most comprehensive and innovative prescription and wellness plans available, with a great selection and understanding of the latest treatments, including a wide range of Cannabis Naturals CBD products. Let Vose Pharmacy meet your family's prescription needs quickly and accurately. Vose Pharmacy, locally owned and operated. Call 913-837-3784 or visit vosepharmacy.com.
Despite all the tension out on the field, we're finding some laughs up here in the booth as we go to the 7th inning of play.
We've taken some lumps and stuff, and again, for everyone still hanging around, appreciate everyone's patience working with us through the internet and stuff. But hey, you gotta find a silver lining in these things. And look, at the end of the day, we've been treated to what's been a really close and intense ball game so far.
First pitch swinging, and that's going to get into right field. A leadoff single for Jace Curley after starting the day 0 for 2 with a walk. Now finds himself 1 for 3. A leadoff single here in the top of the 7th.
Let's see if they bunt him over here. I doubt it, but I think this is isn't it the meat of the order?
It is the 5, 6, and 7 hitter.
Yeah, you're not going to take the bat out of his hand.
Yeah, especially J.D. Troutman, I agree with you there. Let him try to go.
Troutman fouls this one back. He's reached base all of his at-bats. He's walked twice, and then he's reached on a 3-base error his second time up. So an 0 for 1 day for him.
Behind the count, 0-2 now.
And for Battle, his sole job right now, his sole responsibility, keep this a 1-0 ball game. Give the Cats a chance to walk it off into the semifinals in the bottom half.
The 0-2 to Troutman. Swung on and missed for strike 3. A 3-pitch strikeout from Declan Battle after giving up a single there to start the 7th. Louisburg needs 2 more outs to get to the bottom of the 7th. A strikeout number 3 from Declan Battle. In the 1 1/3 innings, he's come in. Curley takes off for second. There's nobody really covering second there, and the shortstop, that was Barber, had to run over to try and dive and save it. It'll trickle into the outfield a little bit, but Curley, a stolen base for him.
Yeah, and I don't think Battle was really paying him much mind over there, and I think he saw that and found an opportunity to run.
Roman Barnes 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch his first time up, and then he's grounded out and flown out to the pitcher. We'll look to try and do some damage here with one away. And Curley on second. That's going to be way inside. Napier thought about throwing to second. He'll keep it.
A good scoop by Napier there. I could have gotten that runner to third with less than 2 out.
It's worth noting Curley has the most runs scored on this team, the 25 runs scored this year. Again, it's been a dominant May for him so far. And Roman Barnes is really feeling confident here. He's getting a 3-0 count. Imagine he'll just watch this next one go by. You can only hope. And it's a 4-pitch walk for Roman Barnes. And when I meant he's taking a 3-0, I mean, I figured he'd throw it in the strike zone, but wow. A 4-pitch walk, and it'll put the runners on first and second for the Paola Panthers, and Reese Hauser steps to the plate, and he's been kind of the underdog, Dylan.
A little bit today.
2 for 3 day for him, yep. Yes. 2 singles and reached on an error his first time up.
He's got a chance to potential double his team's run total right here. A runner in scoring position, 1 gone.
I believe there's some jawing on the Paola bench.
Yep. It's exactly what that was. Home plate umpire saying no more.
I would be surprised if it continues. It's going to be a bench warning on the Panthers squad, who's currently riding high right now, currently ahead 1-0. This one, a one-hopper.
Snag.
Nice snag by Battle to throw on to Howard in time.
That was a tough play by Battle there. He did a nice job.
And again, if that gets over his glove and up the middle part of the field, who knows? Maybe he beats it out in your hand, a bases loaded jam again. Instead, beautifully done by Declan Battle. Able to bring it in. Both runners still able to advance up at second and third. It looks like we do have a courtesy runner coming in, number 15.
It's Max Jones, who will be running for Roman Barnes. So Curley on third, Roman Barnes to the bench. It's Max Jones on second base instead, as
just who you want, Mercer.
Be David Mercer, the right fielder, stepping in. 2 for 3 day for him. He's singled twice and he's reached on an error. So again, a similar day to Reese Hauser. So the 2 underdogs of the team really stepping up here for this Panthers squad. And Mercer thought that was a ball. We'll take it. It's called strike 1. Louisburg trying to just get out of this jam here. They've got runners both in scoring position and trying to keep Paola from adding on some more insurance runs as they're down to the last 3 outs. That's going to get over the glove of the second baseman. That's McGreer.
And that's the big hit you're looking for.
To score, and so is Jones. A 2-run RBI single for David Mercer. 3-0 Panthers late in the 7th inning.
And you can now make it a 3 for 3 day for Mercer. Like I said, the guy you want coming to the plate. He's been hot in this game. Got the big hit there just over the outstretched glove of the Wildcat at second. And even still trying to field out and right, it looked like it was bobbled a little bit. So even still fielding troubles continuing for Louisburg and Paola. They got them on the brink of taking the ultimate rubber match and facing Rock Creek tomorrow morning in the semifinals.
X-Man up for the 5th time today. It takes ball 1.
The Wildcats down to their last 3 outs.
1 for 3 day for Xander Meinig. He struck out, reached on an error, he walked, and then he singled his 4th time up today. This one right at McGreer at second base, goes to an E. And that's the 3rd out of the top of the 7th. The Panthers will go to work here to try and shut the door on the Wildcats here. Is it going to be Lothan shutting the door, or will they go to their man Johnson Martell? Find out next. Louisburg down to their last 3 outs here in the 4A state tournament.
Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics are committed to providing quality health care for area families. With comprehensive solutions, Iron Horse Dental and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics will listen and take the time to truly understand your needs, goals, and lifestyle. State-of-the-art equipment, techniques, and facilities combined with a new approach to oral care. That's what you get with Iron Horse Family and Cosmetic Dentistry and Dr. Laura's Orthodontics. To learn more, visit them online at drlaurasortho.com or ironhorsedental.com.
Three outs remaining for the Louisburg Wildcats. Their first time in 15 years they've been back to the state tournament, and Hunter Lothan will look to shut the door in his second straight complete game here in the playoffs. And he'll deliver ball one to Jack Anderson. It's Jack Anderson, Nathaniel Lamb, and Bristol Barber, and then if anyone gets on, it's me to Rutherford. Lothan evens the count at 1-1 here, and folks, as Rose Hill and Abilene warm up respectively, we are going to go to a quick post-game show presented by Fate Strong Barbershop and Strong's Gym. So after the conclusion of this game, we'll wrap up, give you the post-game analysis, and then we're out of here and on to day 2. As Lothan got ahead for just a moment, he'll even again at 2-2. Anderson 2 for 2, 2 singles for him today. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and the Panthers are 2 outs away from being guaranteed the 3rd place game for the 3rd straight year in a row.
And it's just been like a stable of excellence in Coach Brummer's time here at Paola, and they're able to hold on and get these final 2 outs. Not only do you send your rivals home in Louisburg and the 2nd Frontier League team packing today, but Tonganoxie in the first game, and guaranteed no worse than finishing the 3rd place game.
Deep to right field. That's going to go to the wall. Nathaniel Lamb's going to go 2, and a 1-out double for Nathaniel Lamb. So the Magic's got to wait for just a moment for the Panthers, as here come the Wildcats, a 1-out double for Nathaniel Lamb.
You just feel like that's been like the hit that the Wildcats have been looking for this entire game, and if this was still a 1-run game, I think all the Wildcat faithful here, they might be going rabid right now, but instead, job is still far from being done, down 3 runs. But still a chance here to get a rally going and trying to make this comeback, as we do have a pinch runner or a courtesy runner in at second base, and I think catch the number.
Bristol Barber, the shortstop, he's grounded out to 3rd twice today. The Wildcats certainly can't afford that, as they've got their last 2 outs remaining. A runner on first after Paola put across 2 insurance runs in the top of the 7th. Lothan falling behind the count 2-0. Again, once we catch that number of the runner on second, we'll get you that information. Looks to be number 8, I believe that was the number I saw. That's Rylan Carty. He's on second. Barber is a 3-0 count from Lothan. Here it is. Delivers strike 1. And here's where the battle is. A 3-1 count.
Trying hard after giving out that one-up double. You don't want to turn around and walk the next guy, bring the tying run to the plate.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do.
The 3-1. Flown into left field. Koslow under it, makes the catch, and the Panthers are one away from going to the semis.
And Wynn blowing the hat off the left fielder's head, no problem. So able to get back, able to bring it in. Now looks like we're having a quick little mound visit. So I'll tell you, for Lothan, he got his pitch count up at 96 now, as he has been absolutely stellar in this game, working to get the final out and complete this 6-hit shutout, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk.
And again, he pitched that regional final game against Atchison, where he had 170 pitches.
Wow.
Or he had a 108, 108 pitches. The 65 I had was strikes, so 108 pitches already in the last playoff game, and now you're back here in the regional quarterfinal, the state quarterfinal game, and you're near 100 pitches. Rutherford fouls this one out of play, and the Wildcats down to their last 2 strikes.
I don't think you could have asked for anything more, anything better from Lothan. It was a great start for Sad, too. It was unfortunate. The defense behind him had their struggles a little bit. Had that one unearned run, and for the 2 runs in the top of the 7th.
Count is even at 1-1.
And again, I think this is all going to circle back to, we talk about it, 4 straight years in the tournament for Paola, first time in 15 years for Louisburg, and I think it kind of showed in this game of which team was more poised and which other had not been on this big of a stage in quite some time.
Yeah, the stage was a little bit big, I think, for the Wildcats.
The 3 seed, they won the Frontier League this year. Paola can send them packing down to their final strike.
Take the ultimate rubber match with them as well.
Rutherford calls time. He knows it's a big opportunity to try and hopefully send Nathaniel Lamb at second home to try and plate at least 1 run so it's not a shutout here. Down to their last strike. Lothan. The 1-2 to Rutherford. Popped up and out of play. We're still here at 1-2. That's going to hit the awning.
Thankfully it's here. That would have been coming right down on us.
Certainly would have. That would have been a scary sight for all of us here. Rutherford again down to his final strike for the Wildcats. The 1-2 from Lothan. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and the sword has been shown. The Panthers are going back to the semifinal game for the 3rd straight year in a row.
Yeah, no love lost between these two teams.
And no love from Roman Barnes or Hunter Lothan.
Incredible. What a game.
A unique game, in fact.
That's, very unique. We appreciate everyone that was along for the ride with us, as I'll get you quickly transition the Fate Strong Barbershop and Strong's Gym post-game show. Just incredible. You're the voice of the Panthers, and take us away, man. This has been great. One of the more unique baseball games that I have seen, especially here at the state level. It had everything from the drama to the animosity and just the overall wackiness and just things that you don't really see every single day. How about for the Panthers able to go to the Final Four again, 4 years in a row for Coach Brummer's squad. It's insane.
And hopefully positive words being spoken between. Yeah, it was positive words.
Yeah, I think they were burying the hatchet.
Tension, in fact, there was, but the Panthers take down the Frontier League winners in the Louisburg Wildcats after an impressive year. You have to give it up for the Louisburg Wildcats, as I'll read off our sponsor, Fade Strong Barbershop and Strong's Gym. They've combined tradition with the latest trends for a cut above the wrist. Make your appointment by calling 913-713-8269. Fade Strong Barbershop, elevate your style today, and Paola certainly elevated up to the challenge here. Going back to the semis, like I said, for the third straight year in a row, and it's not been an easy road for them at all. They had a hot start of 11-2. They dropped 7 games after that, falling to a 10-8. And then they've really battled their way back to a 16-10 record, shutting down Atchison and Augusta. They're back here. They take care of their Frontier League foe, Louisburg, 3-0. They've got a date with Rock Creek tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, and we're going to be right here on the call with it on Paola Sports Live. And, it was, again, hats off to Paola and credit to Louisburg. I mean, one of their best seasons they've had in school history. They were the 3 seed. They won the regional championship at their home field, and they came in today, a lot of momentum. Just unfortunately, the defense, again, it was 6 errors. Those are 6 painful errors. I'm sure it's going to be sticking with this team. A lot of these juniors and below that are going to be coming back next season, that's going to stick with them through the rest of this offseason. This is going to be a Wildcat team, highly motivated coming back next season. But right now, it's all about the Panthers. Again, 4th year in a row under Coach Brummer going to the Final Four. And they got another big challenge ahead of them tomorrow in Rock Creek, and I imagine Jasper Logan's going to get the start there. So we should see another great pitcher's duel in the working tomorrow.
How about Lothan, a complete game shutout in the state tournament?
Yeah, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, I believe. That's great.
On 101 pitches, too. So Paola, the winners, 3 runs on 8 hits and an error. Hunter Lothan is credited with the win. He went 7 innings, allowed 6 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. So almost a double-digit strikeout game for Lothan. Alex Sad credited with the loss. He went 5 innings on 93 pitches, allowed 4 hits, 3 runs, or 1 run, none of them earned, 4 walks and 5 strikeouts. And you have to give credit to Alex Sad. He was battling hard all he could, but just fell short, as the Paola Panthers will go to the Final Four as they'll take on the number 1 seed Rock Creek Mustangs here again from Dean Evans Stadium at 11 o'clock, as we're going to have to wrap it up as we've got people waiting on us. So thank you for tuning in from Varsity Sports Live and Paola Sports Live. Alongside my partners Dennis Drennan and Dylan Funk, I'm Brendan Bolin. We'll be back here tomorrow at 11 o'clock for the semifinal game between Rock Creek and the Paola Panthers.